760 WJR, where Detroit comes to talk.
Albom!
All right, every week we take a look at politics by going to the top. To the White House we go, and the president himself, the Donald. Hello, sir.
Hey, Mitchell. If it's Wednesday, we must be paying a sick call.
A sick call?
That's right. So already you're fake news. You said the White House, but I actually had my calls transferred to my cell because I'm paying a sick call.
Wow, I'm sorry. To whom, sir?
Crazy Bernie Sanders.
Hey, I'm not that sick. It's just a silly artery blockage, that's all.
It's your heart, Bernie.
So what, it's my heart? You don't need a heart to be president. You've been doing it without one for 3 years.
I knew this was a bad idea.
Sir, I think it's rather kind of you to pay Mr. Sanders a visit, seeing how he is a rival of yours.
Mitchell, all I can say is it's a good thing we don't have socialized medicine. A crazy Bernie would still be waiting for a doctor to put those stents in. I told him to lay off the corned beef and pastrami, Mitchell.
I don't eat corned beef and pastrami together. Get me a chair. I need to get back on the campaign trail.
Well, all due respect to Senator Sanders, shouldn't you listen to whatever your doctor says?
That's the problem. I'm not sure my doctor is qualified.
Really?
I resent that statement. I'll have you know I'm one of the world's greatest brain surgeons.
That's the problem. It's not my brain, you idiot.
Ben Carson, is that you?
Affirmative, Mr. Radio Man. And I'm happy to say I finally get to do something in this administration. I got the call from my boss, Sir Donald, and I came rushing in. Now, if you'll just roll over, Mr. Sanders.
Roll over? What the hell for?
We need to do an enema.
Wait. An enema?
I admit that was my idea, Mitchell.
Okay.
You can never be too sure. I mean, Bernie's been around a long time. And you don't know what foreign operatives might have gotten lost up there.
Wait
Just the New York Minute. This is outrageous.
It does seem a little extreme, sir.
You think so?
If I may have a word, sir, I think a full rectal workup would be in the interest of national security.
Stop sucking up, Mike Pence, although that's not the worst idea.
Okay, sir, I realize you're there on a medical call, but I obviously do have to ask you about everything that's been going on.
Why? What's been going on?
Half the politicians in America are calling for your impeachment.
Oh, that. Yeah, whatever. Let them try. I got the whole country on my side. Did you see the map I sent out? It was covered in red. All red.
Yeah.
That's why I said just try and impeach this. It's like 95% red.
Yes, sir, but those represented counties that you had won in the election, not people. People-wise, actually, you'd be in the minority.
Really? Nobody told me that. Pence, is this true?
Well, sir, it's complicated.
How is this complicated?
It's complicated because it's true.
Oh, boy.
This is the part where the vice president becomes a bug on the president's windshield.
President Clinton?
Oh, yeah. Sit down and watch this one, Mitchell. I used to go through it once a week with Al Gore. Get him, Donald.
You know what, Mike? I'm going to forgive you for that oversight.
Well, thank you, my liege.
That also was very kind of you, Mr. President.
Yeah, well, you never know when I'm going to have to blame Mike for everything that happened in the Ukraine. Let's not mess that up.
Wait a minute, sir.
Can I interrupt here?
Is anybody calling for a bedpan?
Okay. Mr. President, how are you holding up with all this impeachment news day in and day out?
I'm not going to lie, Mitchell. It's been rough. Pretty rough. I need all the good publicity I can get right now. So this Sunday, I might actually have to do one of my pretend Melania and I are going to church photo ops.
Have you spoken with Speaker Pelosi, who's calling for your impeachment? She actually said she's praying for you, sir.
Look, Grandma Nancy can save her prayers. I don't need them. Matter of fact, I'm no longer recognizing Pegrosi as Speaker of the House. Yeah, from now on, we're going to call her that creepy old lady who looks like her face is always pressed up against a storm door.
Sir, you have tweeted out that when it comes to this impeachment or this investigation, you deserve to meet your accuser, the whistleblower.
Of course I deserve to meet my accuser. I mean, what is this, the Masked Singer reality show? What, do I got to wait 7 weeks until I find out it's Joey Fatone singing Mambo No. 5 in a baby kangaroo costume? Gee, frankly, this whole whistleblower nonsense has really become a distraction. I mean, Just this past Sunday morning, I was on the toilet tweeting about the whistleblower instead of how horrible Saturday Night Live was with Alec Baldwin. It threw off my whole routine, Mitchell.
Yeah, I can see how that's messing you up. Speaking of actors you don't like, Robert De Niro was keeping the TV censors busy again, getting bleeped on CNN talking about you and Fox News over the weekend.
Robert Tourette's De Niro. What a guy. The last time anyone heard that many F-bombs dropped at CNN was when their ratings came out.
Let's get serious for a minute, sir. You accused House Intel Committee Chairman Adam Schiff of lying about what you did on the Ukraine situation, and you also said Schiff should be questioned for fraud and treason. Are there any other thoughts you have on Schiff, sir?
Don't get me started on Shifty Schiff. I don't want to say he has a skinny neck, but his nickname in college was the pipe cleaner. Yeah. He can't find shirts that fit because he wears a size extra dweeb.
Oh, no.
I mean, how could anybody trust this pencil neck loser? I mean, with that receding hairline and the chipmunk cheeks, he looks like Kevin Spacey's younger and somehow much creepier brother. He really does.
Sir, you seem rather upset over all this.
I'm not upset. I'm perfectly normal.
I don't know, DT. You might need a vacation. Yeah, Donald. Why don't you take the bed next to me?
Well, I wouldn't mind a nap.
There, sir. You just lie down and let me run the country. I mean, ring the nurse.
Oh, boy.
Make sure she's blonde, Mike. I'm kind of particular about my nurses.
Oh, no.
Excuse me, Mitch McConnell here. Did somebody order an enema? Oh, not him. No.
I think this would be a good time to shut the segment down.
Just roll over, Bernie. This won't take but a minute.
So long, gentlemen.
So long, Mitchell. I'm just going to take a 10-minute snooze. But remember what I always say.
What's that?
Stay used.
Ouch!
This is the Mitch Albom Show, 760.
My sides hurt from that, honestly.
That's fantastic. It's unbelievable.
How the heck does it? It's scary. It's scary.